There's a man in your life, or about to enter it, who doesn't fit the mold of what society told you to expect. He's not loud. He's not always the center of attention. He doesn't chase validation or approval from the crowd. And yet, there's something undeniably powerful about him. Something steady. Something rare. Most women walk right past men like this because they're looking for the flash, the noise, the obvious signs of strength. But God is revealing something to you today. Your husband is quiet but powerful, and his exact nature is about to be unveiled. If you ignore what you're about to hear, you might miss the very man heaven has been preparing for you all along. Welcome to God's Prophecy Message Channel, where divine messages meet your daily life. I'm so glad you're here today, because this word is not random. God has been speaking to many of you about a man whose strength doesn't announce itself, but whose presence changes everything. If you've been wondering why you haven't met someone who feels right, or if you've been confused about a man who seems different from everyone else you've known, this message is your confirmation. Before we go any further, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any prophetic messages that God has for your season. And if you feel led to support this ministry, you can do so through Super Thanks right here or by visiting our Buy Me Coffee link in the description. Your support helps us continue bringing these messages of hope and divine guidance to women all over the world who are waiting for God's best. Now, I want you to do something with me right now. If you believe God is speaking directly to you through this message, type in the comments, "I receive," so that your faith can be activated and so we can agree together that what God is revealing today will not return void in your life. Go ahead and type that now. I receive. There's something you need to understand about the way God designs certain men. Not every man is meant to be the loudest voice in the room. Not every man is meant to lead with charisma or charm or the kind of energy that draws instant attention. Some men are crafted differently. They are built in the quiet, forged in the hidden place, shaped by experiences that taught them to be still and know that God is God. Your husband is one of these men, and his quietness is not a weakness. It's actually the soil from which his greatest power grows. Proverbs 17:27 says, "Whoever restrains his words has knowledge, and he who has a cool spirit is a man of understanding." This is the nature of the man God has for you. He doesn't waste words. He doesn't speak just to fill the silence. When he does speak, it's intentional, it's thoughtful, it carries weight. You'll notice this about him early on, and it might even confuse you at first. You might wonder if he's uninterested or distant. But what you're actually experiencing is a man who has learned the power of restraint. He's not driven by impulse or emotion, he's driven by wisdom. And that wisdom makes him one of the safest men you'll ever encounter. Let me paint a picture for you of what this man's exact nature looks like. He's the kind of man who observes before he acts. While others are rushing to make decisions or jumping into situations without thinking, he's watching, he's listening, he's discerning. This doesn't mean he's slow or indecisive. It means he values accuracy over speed. He values truth over popularity. He would rather take his time and get it right than move quickly and create chaos. This is a man who understands that real strength is not in how fast you move, but in how wise you move, and God has been preparing him to move wisely with you. There's something deeply spiritual happening in a man like this. His quietness is not just a personality trait, it's a spiritual discipline. He has learned to tune out the noise of the world so he can hear the voice of God. While other men are distracted by opinions, trends, and the constant need for external validation, your husband has cultivated an inner world where God speaks to him clearly. This is why he might seem different. This is why he doesn't operate like other men you've known. He's not trying to impress people, he's trying to obey God. And that obedience is what makes him powerful. Psalm 46:10 tells us, "Be still and know that I am God." Your husband has taken this verse seriously. He has learned to be still. He has learned that in the stillness, God reveals himself. In the stillness, clarity comes. In the stillness, strength is renewed. So when you meet him or when you're observing him now, don't mistake his stillness for passivity. Don't mistake his calm demeanor for lack of passion. What you're actually seeing is a man who has mastered the art of internal strength. He doesn't need to prove himself to anyone because he knows who he is in God. And that kind of confidence is rare. That kind of confidence is attractive in a way that goes far deeper than surface-level charm. Now let me tell you what this means for you practically. When you're with this man, you're going to feel a kind of peace you've never felt before. You're used to chaos. You're used to men who create drama, who keep you guessing, who make you work hard to figure out where you stand. But this man is different. With him, there's clarity, there's consistency. You won't have to decode his actions or read between the lines because he's straightforward. He says what he means and he means what he says. And even when he's silent, you won't feel anxious about it because his silence is not manipulation. It's simply him being present, being thoughtful, being intentional about what comes next. This man's power shows up in unexpected ways. It's not in how loud he is, but in how present he is. It's not in how much he talks, but in how much he listens. James 1:19 says, "Let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger." This is the blueprint of your husband's communication style. He listens first. He doesn't interrupt. He doesn't dominate the conversation. He creates space for you to be heard, to be seen, to be valued. And in a world where so many women feel unheard, this quality alone will set him apart. You'll find yourself opening up to him in ways you never have with anyone else because he makes you feel safe. He makes you feel like your voice matters, and that's because it does. To him, you matter more than winning an argument. You matter more than being right. You matter because God gave you to him, and he knows it. But let's talk about the power part, because some of you might be wondering, if he's so quiet, how is he powerful? Here's what you need to understand. True power is not loud. True power is steady. It's the kind of power that holds things together when everything is falling apart. It's the kind of power that makes decisions when everyone else is panicking. It's the kind of power that protects without violence, that leads without force, that influences without manipulation. Your husband has this kind of power because it's rooted in something deeper than ego. It's rooted in God. Proverbs 16:32 says, "Whoever is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city." This is the essence of your husband's strength. He has learned to rule his own spirit. He has learned to control his emotions, his reactions, his impulses. This doesn't mean he's emotionless or robotic. It means he's disciplined. He feels deeply, but he doesn't let his feelings control him. He processes things internally before he expresses them externally, and this makes him incredibly stable. When life gets hard, when challenges come, when disappointments arise, he doesn't crumble, he doesn't lash out, he doesn't run away, he stays, he anchors. He becomes the steady presence you can depend on. Let me tell you what else makes this man powerful. He's a man of action, but his actions are strategic. He doesn't do things for show, he doesn't perform for applause. He moves in silence and lets his results speak for themselves. While other men are talking about what they're going to do, he's already doing it. While other men are making promises, he's fulfilling them. He understands that talk is cheap and that real love, real commitment, real leadership is demonstrated through consistent action over time. So you won't have to wonder if he's serious about you. You'll know, not because he floods you with words, but because his actions will leave no room for doubt. Ecclesiastes 5:2 warns us, "Be not rash with your mouth, nor let your heart be hasty to utter a word before God. For God is in heaven, and you are on earth. Therefore let your words be few." Your husband lives by this principle. He doesn't make rash promises. He doesn't speak carelessly. When he tells you something, you can believe it. When he commits to something, he follows through. This consistency is what builds trust. And trust is the foundation of every strong relationship. You've been in situations before where words didn't match actions, where promises were broken, where inconsistency left you confused and hurt. But with this man, there's alignment. His words and his actions are in harmony because he's a man of integrity. Now, I know some of you are concerned. You're thinking, but what if his quietness makes it hard for us to connect? What if I need someone who's more expressive? Let me address this directly. Your husband's quietness does not mean he's emotionally unavailable. It means